Okay, today's video is optional. It's lesson 30, module 3 with Mrs. Fuska. And the reason it is optional is because I feel like most of you have the concept of division down, but for some of you who don't, we are going to be looking at your Succeed book, page 267. We're going to do 267 together, and then I would like you to see if you can do 268 on your own. Okay, on page 267, number 1 is 409 divided by 5. It means I have 409 things, and I want to divide them equally between 5 people, or 5 groups. I put over here, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, compare. Remember when we divide, it always goes into this top part, because that's what this is. It's a division problem. So let's do this one, and then it also says in your homework, it says check your solutions by multiplying. So let's do this one together. So I have 4 hundreds. I can't divide those equally into 5. I had to regroup, and now I'm going to have 40 tens because I regrouped those 400s into tens. Now I have 40 tens. Divided by 5 is going to be 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Then I did divide. I did multiply. Now I'm going to subtract. I get 0. And then I'm going to, what? Bring down my 9. Okay, 9 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Then I have multiplied. Now I need to subtract. Okay, I'm going to compare. 4 is smaller than 5, so this is going to be my remainder of 4. To multiply this, I need to do 5 times 81, and then I need to add in my remainder. So that's going to be 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Then plus 4 is going to be 409, and that's what I have. Okay, on the next slide, why don't you pause the video, why don't you try to do one, and then check to see if you did it correctly. Okay, number 2 says we have 503 things divided by 2. So let me work on that. You work on it. I have 500s. I need to put them equally into 2 groups. So you work on that. Pause the video. You work on it, and then come back to the video to see if you did it correctly. Okay, check over your answer. Just see what you're doing. And the next one, I'm going to go through it a little bit slower just to help you. But make sure you're following the pattern. We divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, compare to see if we need to divide again. So make sure you're going through each step. Okay, 8 divided by 4, it's 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Remember, we're talking about 800s here. Okay, we subtract and we bring down our 3. Now, this one is a little bit tricky, so that's why I wanted to step through it. I'm going to compare, but 3, I can't divide it by 4. So remember, we have to put a place value holder here. I can't divide it. Now, 0 times 4 is 0. I still have my 3, and then I bring down my 1. So this is a little bit confusing, but let's look and make sure that when we do multiplication, we get 831 and plus our remainder. So let's look at this. 31 divided by 4, that would be 7, and then 7 times 4 is 28. Then I subtract, and I get 3. 3 is smaller than 4, so my remainder is going to be 3. So this is a little bit tricky. That's why I did this one for you, where you had to have a 0 to hold the place value. So let's think about this. If I have 200 4 times, I'm going to have it close to 800. So I'm thinking, oh, this sounds right. This looks right. So let's do that. 207 multiplied by 4. Okay, so I thought 207 4 times is going to be 828, plus 3 more is going to equal 831. So let's do the last one on this page and then see if you can do the back on your own. Okay, on this problem we have 602 divided by 3. So we start out with 600s. Oh, yay, I can divide those equally too. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, I'm going to subtract. I'm going to bring down my 0. Oh no, I can't divide that, so I have to put a placeholder there. 0 times 3 is 0. And then I'm going to subtract, and then I'm going to bring down my 2. 2 divided by 3, I can't do that either, so I'm going to put another 0. And then I'm going to have 2 remainder. So right here, I can see that 203 times is going to be 600 plus 2 is going to equal 602. So I know that my answer is correct. So let me do the multiplication and you can come back and check yours. Okay, so I have 600 and 602. My answer is correct. Okay, turn to the next page and see if you can do the next 4 on your own. Just give it your best shot. Okay, thanks. See you tomorrow.